a whole heck of a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So you can definitely survive. Meanwhile, on the other side, SubeCage is putting into the strength stance. So he's going to have a little bit better kill potential, a little bit more force on his light attacks and his signatures, taking 1 out of movement speed, but he still has a decent amount of movement speed. It's not the worst. And with dash now being in the game, some players put more of a focus on movement speed, and some just don't, because you are able to dash across the stage. If you get a chase dodge, you can put that into 2. Okay, SubeCage coming through, getting a nice read there. Ooh, this might be a very tough set for Black Saiyan if it continues to go this way. He's going for the edge, goes deep with that ground pound, dodges through the weapon toss. He's still looking for this offstage play, unarmed at the weapon disadvantage.
Does even have the damage with that just a little bit, but still at quite a bit of a deficit here. Does pick up, SubeCage picking up that recovery, gets caught out by the weapon throw. That axe, side air coming out from SubeCage on that right side. Black Saiyan trying to come through. Nice weapon throw from SubeCage. And Black Saiyan out on the left side goes for the recovery. He's got a dodge. He got saved by that side air just a little bit. Nice weapon throw, but gets caught out by the NSIG, and that is stock number 1.
About a 40, 50-minute stock there coming out. SubeCage only maybe has like 25 to 30 damage on the stock so far, so this is looking like it's going to be a very tough game and probably a tough set here for Black Saiyan coming into this. There's the D-Light side air and the neutral signature, trying to find another one, but Black Saiyan gets through it. There's the recovery. Tries to go for the Gimp off the top with the gravity cancel neutral signature. Nice weapon toss. Catches Black Saiyan under the stage. Another stock, maybe 10 damage came out.
We could see a 3-stock in-game #1 on stream #1 here on DATAFGC. It's potential. The damage on SubeCage is very, very low, and his gunplay has been on point. Although Black Saiyan getting some good damage here, that side air falling through the recovery. SubeCage getting a recovery of his own, goes in for the signature, but the weapon throw, and there it is, and that's KO.
No 3-stock today.
Nicely done.
Now that is a very good signature on Brawlhalla. I said overall, Diana probably has the stronger signature set with hitboxes, startup frames, force, and everything like that.
Right.
You can use it more often, but that down signature on Brawlhalla's blasters is insane. It's so good.
Oh, nice down light.
Okay, Black Saiyan coming back. I'm liking that.
Oh, gets caught out. Double weapon throw there. Goes for the gravity cancel down on arm. Going to go ahead and pick up that axe. We haven't seen any axe from Black Saiyan so far. He throws it away immediately. Now he's unarmed against the guns from SubeCage, which SubeCage has been doing a great job with lately. Nice down light.
I wonder if that was a misinput. He went for the D-light into the side light at that health. Like pretty much once you get past white health, you usually go for the D-light into the side air if you're not looking for a kill option.
And there
beautiful gravity cancel down signature. He hit like 3 or 4 of those, but Black Saiyan, towards that final stock, looked like a completely different player.
He did.
He's finding the D-light stairs. He was kind of sticking to SubeCage much more effectively. He was almost looking like he was ready for those reads. You're seeing him switch the skin, and are those Goldforge colors? Is that what they're called?
I think it looks like the yellow is too bright to me to be Goldforged, but I think it has to be Goldforged.
Okay.
They're good. I'm really digging the skin. Interesting where they're going to go. My Dome is open, Thunderguard is open, and Great Hall is open. Great Hall.
I didn't see anything one way or the other from either of these players that I think would succeed on one map over the other. I don't think soft platforms are going to be good or bad for anyone. Black Saiyan started off with some offstage play, but I think you should mostly stay away from that. SubeCage was looking pretty dominant on the edge in this matchup. But any map, really, I think anything but maybe Shipwreck, because that has a much smaller sidewall. So if Black Saiyan is trying to recover back to the stage, I think he might struggle a little bit more in the offstage gameplay on a map like Shipwreck.
Right. Well, we'll see what's happening. It's a lot more even this game. Like you were saying at the end of that first game, Black Saiyan was looking real good, much kind of figuring it out. And here's the axe coming out, getting a few good strong hits in there. Throws the axe caught by the down air from SubeCage. SubeCage ready for that unarmed recovery. Gonna go in. Spacing from Black Saiyan, very, very good right there to move into that null zone out of those blasters. It's something you gotta watch out with when you're going up against someone against blasters. You can get inside their defense and then you're safe, sort of.
Oh! Woo! Black Saiyan was looking rough at the beginning of game 1 for both the first and his second stock. They just got deleted.
Nice.
But this looks like a completely different player here. Did we just see an execute nair from him?
Yeah.
We're seeing gravity cancels from him. This is just a completely different player. He is warmed up. It is reasonably early in the morning, depending on what time you stayed up last night. So maybe he just needed a second to warm up.
Oh, SubeCage!
Beautiful pickup with that gravity cancel down signature.
That was.
Taking a page out of Boomy's book. I think Boomy does that down signature on Diana better than anybody else. He's able to wake up with that and catch so many players. But like SubeCage was looking like he had the read, but now we're seeing Black Saiyan come through with the sideline nair into the recovery. Does the unarmed down heavy. Completely different player here coming out. And I know he didn't get up and switch with anybody because we're watching the cams right now.
It's crazy. Going unarmed, gravity cancel, getting in those downlight recoveries with gravity cancel. Going in down deep with the guns, picks up the recovery. On the right side, comes out, throws the guns up, trying to get a little bit of safety as he comes back here. SubeCage, though, moving through. Clash going to give Black Saiyan that weapon. Downlight, ground pound. Not going to hit. Nice side air. Moves through, gets those blasters again. Keeping SubeCage unarmed. Great play from him, but there it is. The weapon starvation denies. And the recovery from SubeCage going to do some good damage out onto Black Saiyan. Black Saiyan, though, does he want that weapon? Does get the axe. Caught up at the end sig with those guns.
SubeCage had a 2-stock lead with like 60 damage on his stock in game 1.
Right.
Now Black Saiyan has a full stock lead. I'm loving this comeback from Black Saiyan. We're seeing tech coming out. We're seeing offstage options that don't lead to his death anymore. We're not seeing him commit so much. Like he went off screen with a ground pound earlier last game. Just great neutral play. Some solid offstage play coming out from Black Saiyan as well. He's not falling prey to as many of these traps coming out from SubeCage. SubeCage just doesn't have quite the read. These weapon tosses up to keep himself safe above from Black Saiyan coming out. It's looking like there's a real possibility he's going to take this game. There's the down signature that will lead to the death.
However, SubeCage is a good side air away from getting knocked out here. You saw SubeCage got knocked up a little bit earlier, but this is the high ceiling on Great Hall. It literally is great in its size.
That's those big vaulted ceilings that you're looking for when you're shopping for a home. Ooh, SubeCage tried to go for the gravity cancel neutral signature to move himself up closer to the wall, but also the possibility if Black Saiyan was trying to chase that kill with a ground pound, he could pick it up, turn it around, and get the kill there.
You know, I think it was the skin change and the color change.
It might have been.
It energized him.
Because he's sticking with it here.
Well, it worked, you know? It's the skin tech.
Or he's just
better
doing the power-up thing that you do in Dragon Ball Z because his name is Black Saiyan.
Oh, like did he yell a bunch and then is his hair yellow now?
Does anybody? No one does it silently, right? Like no one just like.
Maybe you should do it in your head really loudly.
Yeah, that's the way I would do it.
That's the way I would do it too.
Just so you're not rude to everyone around you that's just trying to like have lunch or anything.
Or like the other players who are playing their game.
Exactly.
No.
A lot of courtesy here coming out from Black Saiyan. Powering up, but doing it very courteously to everyone else.
Although
realizing that he's not the only one here, but we're seeing some pretty solid damage coming out from SubeCage. He's finding these neutral signatures again that could be disaster.
SubeCage wants that down sig right there. Goes for the side sig. Down air. Goes to the ground pounds. Black Saiyan right in the corner with that ground pound, trying to catch him out. A little bit of a safe position for an edge guard. That will KO.
SubeCage picking up that side signature, and Black Saiyan just started laughing. So that's what a crazy person does. So that would scare me if I was SubeCage.
Maybe it's intentional.
Black Saiyan,
but I think he's just having a really good time, Sparky. I think he's just having the time of his life right now.
Or he's just ready to go even further beyond.
I hope so. But I don't know. Nice weapon throw. Black Saiyan trying to get in here and even up these stocks, but SubeCage isn't having it. Looks like Black Saiyan wasn't the only one who was leveling up here.
Ooh, close.
Gravity cancel. Really close to hitting. Side air. Close for it. You're right. SubeCage sets up a lot of these classic Diana traps with that bow, right? But I think Black Saiyan is a little bit more wise about what's happening.
Definitely, and I think we saw a little bit of a switch up there with the gravity cancel neutral signature on the left. He hasn't been doing that very much, so I think he expected Black Saiyan to recover high above him, like we've seen him do a lot. He wasn't quite able to get it, but we were seeing him do the gravity cancel down signature before. We're seeing the mix up here because Black Saiyan is realizing those traps. He's seeing those reads that are coming out from SubeCage, and he's avoiding most of them right now, but he is struggling to just put out damage. SubeCage is just winning the neutral game so much against Black Saiyan right now. Almost gets it.
Ooh, that was pixels away from connecting. Coming through, moving through, not getting hit by those SIGs. Catches that unarmed and nair and has that axe pickup. Goes to the throw down, gets the wall touch, come back here. Side air into the bounce off the left wall into the gun pickup.
Didn't fall for the trap there. But we were seeing another mix-up. We're seeing a little bit of a pop-off coming out of Black Saiyan right now. He just clapped and did a little bit of a cheer, but he is significantly behind in this game, more than a full stock. And if SubeCage is able to put out this damage like he has been, you're seeing him float just a little bit on the edge, going for a gravity cancel down signature. He was facing it to the right so that if he hit, it would whip around and send Black Saiyan to the left blast zone. Would have definitely secured that kill there. SubeCage not falling prey to that gravity cancel neutral signature, this time coming out of Black Saiyan. This would be a big opening. SubeCage is able to get away from it. Black Saiyan retreating back onto the stage. D-Light into the recovery, coming out from the unarmed kit. Not quite enough damage on this stock for that to lead to a kill or even send SubeCage off screen just yet.
Ooh, that down heavy, the breakdance doing a lot of good damage, but Black Saiyan, I think all he needed was that one KO. He's been popping off a little bit right here. Side air, could get the KO with the weapon throw follow-up. Has the recovery left, goes for the gravity cancel. Down heavy, for the hit, no chase dodge, and now it's down to its final stock. Black Saiyan wants this. He wants to bring this back. Keep in mind, SubeCage is up one.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
no!
he has a
Oh
dodge,
no! Oh, not like this! Black Saiyan, don't please! Not like this! You showed us so many good things, and then he's gonna.